Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of City Skylines PlayStation 4 Edition. I am Happy Space Pie and this is YouTube City. Now in this episode we're going to look at growing the city a bit more, hopefully reaching another milestone, maybe two if we run the game fast enough, and hopefully we'll encounter a few more problems that I can help you guys figure out in your own games if you're having those issues. But for now, let's just run the game and see how things are going. As you can see, our demand for residential has gone up. So I did do a bit of work off camera, put in some extra roads and a few, not much, just growing the city organically. And I did this section here. Now, as you can see, Cooper Street is one way, so they can only get out through there. So I figured that might help with traffic flow for getting out of the city and also these people to the commercial area if they don't want to take that dirt road, then come down here. They've got the option to come out there. So that's kind of cool. And I have encountered some traffic coming down, this road. See that truck? But that's okay because the commercial still needs to get to industrial. They need to get back and forth. So that's fine. But one icon, here we go. This happy fella. You guys might have encountered this in your game. So you go to your info inspector is what it's called. This is an ice cube factory. Rightio. Not enough workers, he says. So that's probably due to our demand in residential. So hopefully that'll correct itself now that I've put in these extra residential zones. As you can see over here by the water, pardon me, we're spacing out this way. I did encounter an interesting problem right here, as you can see. Dirt road connecting. So what the roads do when you lay them in, as you've probably seen out this way, as you can see, it snaps it to the lowest point and then levels out the landscape to that point. So over this way, this is what happens when you upgrade roads a section at a time, as you can in the game. When you have laid a road that has, been laid in one strip, because that road I laid in one nice strip and connected it up, and now there's just a dirt road connecting there. So I don't know, I'm not sure how I'm going to fix that. I might have to delete that road, delete both of them maybe, and then extend it through. It might get rid of a couple of houses, but for now I don't mind it. The dirt roads, we've got them in there. And a little dirt road on that hill is not going to be any issue at this stage of the game. We're still small. We've only just hit 600 people. A couple of people have died or moved. They might have decided this place ain't for them. But as you can see, now the demands have leveled out a bit. Everything's back to normal. So the city will grow quite normally. Nothing, that icon should disappear shortly. The workers should come out this way. Yep, there we go. As I said, the band dropped and that job got filled. So yeah, things are running quite smoothly. I'll pause the game here and we'll go to our handy info views. We have a pollution meter here somewhere. Where is that? We'll run through them all at the moment. How's things going? Water is fine. We are pumping. Everything's running smoothly. We've got no police in at the moment. I think that'll be the next achievement. Same with fire. Health is reasonable. We've got lots of options up here. Death care, child care, and elder care. Do not forget about child care and elder care, because that's another problem some of my friends have encountered throughout their games. So I like to keep on top of it because it can get out of hand. But what am I looking for? I'm looking for the pollution counter. Where are we? There's garbage, there's wind, there's pollution. Alright, as you can see, this big area here is nasty. That's where all our pollution is. And we have noise pollution as well. So the highway here, little noise pollution, big up there. Our commercial area, I've kept it just far enough away from residential, so it shouldn't affect our citizens. They should be happy enough with that. Same with these ones that are coming in down this side, they should be fine. As I said, that industrial area is far enough away from everything. Even water pumps make noise, so you got to take all of this into account. So yeah, everything's looking good for the time being. So as I said, let's just run the city. We'll zoom back in, take a look around at a few things, you know, just a few different angles, because it's kind of pretty. And as you can see, our income, it's improving nicely. Even though we're still paying off that loan, which was 400 and something, we are now making enough money from more people moving in. Things are moving nicely. And commercial, I'm pretty sure we have... Oh no, I might need to chuck a few more in, because the demand for that has come up. So what we'll do is we'll do a couple here. We'll leave some area next to that medical center. So as I said, see that tree? He will disappear once this commercial block starts building. And 3 for you. Because we might leave that side open for something else. See, bang, tree gone. But later, when we clear this area, that tree will probably come back. So as I said, if tree count becomes a problem, you might want to de-zone some areas. If you de-zone areas, build out somewhere else. You know, if you have to de-zone some commercial to redo it, make sure you've got a district ready to go. So that way, what you've gotten rid of can build straight away. You're covering that demand. So it's essentially what this game is all about, is supply and demand, and keeping an eye on those bars down in the bottom right hand corner, that happiness meter, land value. As I said, the higher the land value, the more tax you can make off your citizens, and the more money you will make to provide services and upgrade. If you can find me or show me some awesome PlayStation 4 or Xbox cities that have been done on City Skylines, chuck the links in the comments, and yes, please show me, because I would love to see what some people are doing with their controllers. It's a different game when you're working with a controller instead of a keyboard and mouse. I mean, it's the epic debate, PC to console, you know, PC being the master race, and of course it'll always be the master race. I mean, there's so much more possibilities, processing power, games, yeah, it's incredible. Wow, the demand for commercial is raising still. We are making 1,000 a week now. That is nice. So, a couple I haven't built in yet, but we're running it on slow mode. We'll see what happens. I think I'm going to have to click this one in, and probably the same with you. Am I going to be able to get a footpath in between there? I might not have to, because I'll put one up here. It won't be too far for him to walk. So you guys, I will connect you up as well. Supply and demand, hey? So we'll do it here as well. We'll give this, we don't want to go too close to the residential, but we'll give you another big block, because that's starting to grow. And over here, I'm keeping free for parks and footpath connections. As I said, it's one of the big keys to this game, is making sure people can walk around. Because as I said, we saw it earlier. Dude walking to work all the way down this road. He probably came up from one of these houses here, you know, walked down here, and then down this road to get to the factory. Well, walking, there were walkers and the dude on the push bike that we followed. So, yeah, you know, that's, as I said, that's another cool feature about the game. It's just following people around, because you do get a lot of free time. As I said, you don't have to fill those demands. It will help your city progress and make you more money in the long run, which is what the game's all about. But if you do want to take advantage of the other features of the game, where you can just follow people around and watch them do stuff, by all means do it, you know. Your gameplay experience may differ to others, so play it to your style, is what I say. And now, you might see some icons like that popping up. It means that things are going well. Those ones that pop up and disappear, things are either upgrading or building. A lot of the buildings that we're putting in are upgrading. Yep, that disappeared nice and quickly. You know, workers are getting, you know, their jobs. Positions are being filled pretty quickly. What I want to do is, I'm going to put some commercial down here for the industry. I think that might help things. So I'll go 1, we'll space it out a little bit, go 2, and we'll go a block of before. So we'll see how that grows. I'm always changing my mind. That's little to do with my OCD, but you know, it's fun. And I'm going to do this block here. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to cancel that, and I'm going to put that, because we've got some more demand for industrial. So hopefully we can get some of this filled. Look, that commercial's dropped in straight away. There's still a few industrial spots over here, so that should fill up nicely. As I said, once we grow a bit more, I'm going to speed up the game just so that happens a bit quicker. So yeah, that road is, as you can see, I've done a little work upgrading the main roads. I actually made this road here a one-way going up. That's one way going in, and that's one way coming down. So double the road capacity, so hopefully that'll help the traffic flow, because as I said, this will be quite a big area. It will be high density residential and commercial in the end. And this roundabout, I've made go counterclockwise just for the fun of it, because at the moment traffic is flowing up and to the right. So I figured we'll keep everything moving to the right, and then it flows to the left, and they can come out as they please. These roads on the sides actually come in as two-way streets until you upgrade them yourself. So yeah, but things are moving nicely. That second one has come in. Let's have a look and see what was built. There we go. Okay, so it looks like a little convenience store, actually. Neighborhood shop, exactly. It's already at level 1, so that's going nicely. And here we have a general store as well. So that is supplying the workers with some stuff. Had something disappear there. So stuff upgrades and disappears as it wants. Game happens quite organically if it finds a better spot to go, which it seems to have done up here. So as you see, some businesses, you know, they'll put the signs up in the shop window saying, we've moved up the street. We are now at 128 Kensington Road or something like that, you know. I don't know why I picked Kensington Road. It just jumped out at me. I might even name one of these streets Kensington Road just for the sake of it now. So who knows? Waterfront homes are doing nicely. I might actually extend that street while we're here, so I'll pause the game. I always like to pause the game when I'm doing my upgrades, so I don't know why. It's just something about Happy Space Pie, you know, it's what I like to do. So here we go. What are we doing? We're straight? No, we want curved. And why is that always up? Come down, come. Oh, it's because it's on the water. So that is kind of cool. You can build your bridges automatically, or not automatically, but before you build the roads. If you decide there's a good spot for a bridge, chuck it in, see what happens. For now, let's bring this happy bugger up this way. We do want to have a slight curve in it, but I'm pretty sure I'm not snapping. There we go. How's that? Follow that coastline, zoom out a bit. Wow. We'll zoom out a lot actually, but that looks good. 400 for that dirt road. So as I said, dirt roads are good ways to start it. You know, they're cheap. Your town, things don't need to move too quickly in the early days. Your town's young. So you just let it do what it wants to do, and this can go a little longer. So we'll come all the way up to there. Yar. And this one here, me mateys. We'll come up to yar. Should we even connect it? See, that's an option. I might do this one shorter then, okay? I might go this one the shorter road to about there. See, keeping two blocks, so stuff can have little density. And yeah, straight from here, why not? But I'm going to... No, not yet, not yet. I'll just make this a curved road into the roundabout. So, you know, it's given the city a bit of identity. Instead of just the grids we started with, the curves are starting to give it a bit of structure. We're following the coastline, so it's a bit of a natural format to the city. So, I'm thinking we need a second commercial street. So, what are we going to do? Are we going to come through, or are we going to come up and then join in? I don't like four-way intersections though. If you're going to have a four-way intersection, you're better removing it and putting in a small roundabout. You can have really tiny roundabouts too. They're not as effective. I won't say they're not very effective. They're not as effective as the larger ones. Obviously, the larger roundabout, the more space you've got in between each point to merge. So yeah, as you can see, things move very nicely around here. It's still very young, But I'll do the same eventually. I'll have both up and down here. I'll do one way in, one way out, leading down into the industry area, because eventually this is going to get quite heavy with both the farming and the general industry. And then once we unlock more tiles, we will unlock more industries to make more monies. And that's what the game's all about, my friends. It's the monies. So I think there are enough intersections on that street already. So let's come up from here. I might then have to change that one-way street to down here somewhere, just for the sake of it. And we'll run all the way up to there, keeping the grid nice. There we go, another intersection. So let's go to the one-way street. You, upgrade tool. To you, click. It's gone the wrong way. So change direction tool, one-way street, bang. You, we are now going to upgrade that to a small road. So that way this traffic can get in to this area, but the trucks cannot go to the industry. They can only go to the commercial. As I said, I like to keep my stuff separate, and it's a good way to get on top of your traffic problems early. You can usually solve a lot of issues by getting rid of a lot of unnecessary intersections. So if you're having that problem in your game, give it a go. Delete a section if there's too much traffic bottling up in that area. But for now, let's get back to what I was originally doing, and that was building small roads. So we'll have a couple of T-junctions coming off here. Probably just 2. As I said, we don't want too many. So we'll come down this way with 1. How's that going to be? Yeah, leaves a little buffer. Leaves a little buffer. We'll go to about there for now. And we'll do the same for you. I don't want it quite up at the top. Not quite at the top. So you can come down to about there. Maybe... yeah, I like that one better. A little bit more of a curve. As I said, curves can be everything in a city. Straight lines can be efficient, but curves can just make things look a little bit better. It might take up a little bit more space, but eventually you're going to have so much more area to work with. Like all this area. I can't wait to get to the railway. Ooh, that's going to be fun. But yes, for now, let's deck out some more commercial. So what we're going to do is, I'm just basically going to let this whole strip right here be another nice commercial lot. Where's that fill tool? Select. I want to get rid of those 2 squares, because eventually, as I said, there might be some footpaths going through. So that's a good spot for one. That's right at the intersection, and I'll only do this side. 1, 2. You can do them individually, or you can do them all at once. So we will let that run for now. I know most of that should have water, but as I said before, yep, see, most of it did, not all of it. So before we get any further, let's make sure this is all piped up. Beautiful. Now more people have come in, so I'm going to give a little bit of everything. I'm going to give a little bit more to everything. You go up to 85, and you go up to 85 as well. So let's see how that runs. Play. Now let's have a look. Electricity. 22 jumps up to how much? 29. Perfect. Okay, so that's given us a 9 megawatt buffer. And as you can see, those shops are coming in straight away, so that's nice. Yep. That looks good. I didn't lay out that residential. Did I? Did I? No, I didn't. So that means I probably haven't piped it either. No, I didn't. Bang, bang, bang. We want houses. We want houses. That'll be a tiny house. That'll be something. That'll be something. That'll be something. See if these 1 square things grow into something. Little derelict houses. Tiny one, long one, big one, and you. Alright, so we have that district, or that section, not district, but yeah, that area is growing nicely. Yeah, once I expand it, I might not do a second roundabout there. I might just branch up from here, come in with a couple more roads like that, and connect up the same. Hell, I don't see any reason why not. Industry. Do we need to lay out some more industry? Let us see. Has that filled? I think it has. Yeah, alright. Hell, should we connect that road up and then come up here with another one? Oh, that'd make it a four-way intersection in an industrial area. I think not. Let's just bring that road up itself. We are going to need that, but let's go to roads. Let's go to dirt roads. As I said, dirt roads are fine for the early stages. Don't feel like you need to lay your bitumen roads all the time, because sometimes it's just going to be not worth it yet. You know, your town's not big enough for, or might not be big enough for those roads. Sorry if this gets a little tedious, but I'm trying to get some arc on it, but still get some of that. That might have to do, because we want a bit of building at the back. Yeah, see, there we go. Okay, that I can handle. And eventually I might grid those up and make that a one way in and one way out. I'm already liking the sound of it. Why don't I just do it? Alright, so let's go here. Go to your upgrade and you choose your section. And you go badang. And so this is flowing in. So let's just go all the way around. Bang, diddy bang, diddy bang, diddy bang, diddy, diddy, bang, 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 and bang. Now this one decided to go the other way, so we go to change direction quickly. And that fixes that up. As you can see, I tapped that one twice, so I had to turn it back. But now we've got one way in, one way out. So I think the out's going to work best being closest to the highway, because that way, as we said, we're a left-hand turning road, so they get basically a free turn left. They don't have to wait for traffic. So that should work okay. Seems that traffic flowing like that will work out. And these can be two-way streets. I don't see a problem with that for the time being. We can just leave that as it is. That is fine. That is fine. And I didn't realise I put actual main roads on there. I might as well... Where is it? Upgrade you to the one we want. I suppose it is commercial. It's what we wanted. That's all going to be commercial. So, yeah, cool. So, there we have it. Our city is expanding, guys. Things seem to be working out pretty okay at the moment. Pretty okay. Alright, so we've expanded that industrial enough, I think, for that demand. We've got a bit of commercial we can expand. Let's chuck another block in. Why not? Let's give it that one. That's single on its own, and I'll lay that one out as well, just in case it wants to grow there. Let's fill out that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. Alright. Now, I will go to my handy dandy select tool, and I'm going to take out a couple of sections. Take this one here out. Nice in the middle of the street, and I think this one here at the intersection. Okay, so there's room for 2 footpaths and a blank spot here. I could throw one in for the sake of it. Let's do it. Big block. How's your mum? Alright, let's get the game going again. So you see a couple disappear, and then they start growing. Water. Where did I say I needed water? Or did I do that already? Ah! The biggest thing about this game, no, I did it. No, I didn't. Up the back. See? There we go. I knew it. I knew it. There we go. There we go. Haps got it. Bang, makes that happy noise. Alright, all the water grid connected. No more issues. No more issues. No more crying. Don't need tissues. Alright. Back to the game. So, we are almost a year through it, guys. And our little town's growing nicely. I like what's happening here. As you can see, a little bit of unhappiness, you know, that smile, next to the smile, it dropped down to -3. That's just because of the upgrades to the roads and stuff. They'll do that, but it's turning around quite quickly. It hasn't affected our income. There we go. That's turned around. But as you can see, traffic coming in here. Turns down into his street. And now he does a U-turn. And he goes into his house. How you doing, mate? Welcome home. Now, dog, front yard, in the house, and they're home and happy. So yeah, we'll have a look at it from this way. I haven't really looked. Oh, that kind of looks nice. Oh, we'll put something up on the hill on the other side there, huh? That's going to be a fun project. That might be a later. Once we've got maybe like $1 million in the bank, we'll do that together. If we get enough interest in it, enough people watching, and enough comments, we might even do a hill live stream, where I'll live stream this and you guys can comment to me as I'm playing, and we can interact together and build this hill. It could be residential, it could be commercial. There is a theme park that we can unlock in the game. It's not very big, it's not very impressive, but we can make stuff around it, make the theme park look a bit more impressive, you know, especially if it's up on the top of the hill. We got a couple of parks around it, you know, a few features. That could be really interesting. We'll see what we can do with that, but you know, that is in our border. Yeah, I'm gonna run with this one piece of land and build it up quite a lot. We're gonna have a nice community over this side, big farming community over here. We might build another industrial community up here on the corner, because there's a river on the other side there. And we might put, if we can, geez, what's that up there? I'd like to find out if that's just a lake. I've seen some videos about building dams, so that could be a very interesting spot for one. Another milestone. Beautiful. So yes, here we go. This is where things are going to start getting a bit more interesting. We have unlocked a new area. We don't have to worry about that right now. We have services policies over on the right hand side, district specializations and districts. So I will show you guys the districts. We have normal policies to set across the city because we are only just one district at the moment. There is a second loan available. I'm not sure if I'm going to take it right now. We'll see what we can put in. But forestry industry specialization, agriculture specialization, self-sufficient buildings for residential, so we can upgrade our buildings to be more self-sufficient. So we can have policies for power usage, water, and smoke detector distribution. Now, smoke detector distribution is one I will have a city-wide policy on. So we have also the firehouse and the police station, and commercial specializations for organic and local produce, which will come in very handy once I start getting that farming community up. Anyway, back to the game. So now we have 36,000 in the bank. We've unlocked a few extra features, which we do need to get in. The first two I'm not going to dick about with is police. So we have some blank spaces, but I'm going to keep them on the main road here. So that way they have good access to the right. They can go down to the industry or to the left to get to the industry and commercial. Let's actually see on the big scale. They're actually not getting down there much at all at the moment, but we can work on that later. For now, let's just get him in. Do we want him there? Let's go one block, just in case we want a footpath. Okay, so all those happy faces, and we want a firehouse. And we'll put him there as well. More happy faces. Very nice. Very nice. Alright, so they're the two important things that we just unlocked then, I do believe. Emergency services, what do we have here? Yep, that's just the schools, and that is still where we're at for healthcare. So, not much more we can place. There's still 12,000. I'm almost half tempted to put a second police station in down south, just to expand their coverage, and then turn their budget down. You know what? Let's just see how things go for now. Firstly, I wanted to come up here. We are basically already up here, so where are my dirt roads? My beautiful dirt roads. We are bringing a dirt road off you, I do believe. We're going to come straight up. What do you reckon? Straight up? And then branch off it through sections, because there's a lot of forestry. I actually think I might have to go on a curve up around. So let's stop that. Curved road. Click onto you. Let's get to about there and go up to, say, there. Nice. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do now is go check that info view. So forestry, forestry, forestry. We've actually built... We haven't built anything there yet. So I might bring a road off it down around in here. And we might be able to do something with that. We got some dense zones. We got a little bit up here. I suppose we can dense it out a bit more. I haven't unlocked landscaping yet, so we can't dense it out a bit more just yet. So I'm going to have to use what the game has given us. So let's drop these roads in, shall we? Let's go this one off here. Coming down here. To about there. We'll come down here to about there. Am I going to just turn this into a one-way in and out? I think it's what it's looking like, folks. We'll come up to there a little bit, thank you. And then you connect. Why the hell not? There we go. So that is that chunk covered. And for now, I'm not going to make it one way in, one way out. We'll wait until the area... Actually, I think I will, and then I'll make its own connection for the highway. I've got districts to set. Alright, so this starts the fun. Paint a district tool. So, left and right on the D-pad changes your size. So, what we want over here, we want to go basically from there straight up. Yep, straight over. Follow the trees. Follow the trees. Stay away from the houses. Stay away from the intersection because that's going to be commercial. They're calling it Strawberry Square. I guess we'll run with it for now. As I said, we can always change names later, and I might get your help with upgrading names. So that's what we're going to do for that district. Now, let us do this residential and not get in the commercial. So what we got to do is we got to be a bit more tight with this. So we'll go there, and we've already kicked a bit of the highway. I will clean that up later. So we've got that one. Okay, so that is not joining, even though it looks like it is. There is buffer in between. So do not worry, my friends. That is no problem. Okay, so we're coming to here. We're going to there. And hell, I might make this into two separate little districts. I'll come down here, remembering that we do have commercial on the other side of that road, which we do not want to affect traffic flow to. This is just our residential district. So there we go. Bang. Chester Park. I like that. Chester used to be one of my dogs. And now the commercial area. So we will square this off. We'll come up here because this road does need the access. This road does need the access. That is a commercial road. Like that. And no, that's a residential road. What the hell am I talking about? I've already muffed up. What's that? Cooper Hills. Okay, that's fine. Saving game. Alright, so let's bring Cooper Hills out a bit more. Cooper Hills, is that going to span up that way? I think it might. And I like it. It locks to the roads, which is kind of handy, you know? So we'll cover that up. We'll cover that up. We'll cover that up. Come back to there, come out to there. So that has given that district a nice little paint. We will come up this way. No, we won't. I've changed my mind. So we will erase that. I'm keeping that to there. Chester Park, you're going to get a cleanup. You're not going to come that far over. These guys are going to be separate districts. So there might be a bit of war suburb-wise eventually between these two, being opposite sides of the street and all, but hey, that's their problem. Now, this was part of the original one. So we want to click you up and we want to come up to you. Because that one there is our commercial. That is fine. So we'll clean you up. You're going to come over. It's been a little finicky. That's okay. And you are going to be your own district. Alright, so let's start up here. Let's see what name it gives us after we draw it in. And this is going to allow commercial traffic to flow through it. So we'll go like that. Down, up, down, 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 down to you, up to you, over to you, up to you. Might have to do a bit of cleaning there. Anchor Heights. Alright, it's on the coast, so that makes sense. Anchor Heights it is. Now, let us tidy you up a little bit. As I said, I just want that one. It actually has to take the street up, so fuck it. Let's just go like that. Okay, so we have some districts painted, almost. So there's that one, and the industrial area needs a name. So come on, baby, what do you got for me? We'll come down here because we'll probably wind up expanding that eventually. And we're going to have to tidy up that. Daffodil Park, I'm probably going to change that immediately. I do not like that at all, but there we go, we have some districts. So, what you can do, erase districts? No. We want to inspect districts. So, you, Daffodil Park. I'm going to rename you right now. Your park can stay. What are we going to call you? Riverside. I know it's pretty plain. Riverside Industrial Park, but it doesn't need the industrial. Suits the theme of the area. Alright, now, we can also set specific building styles. So, North American or default style. So, they're the two options we've got for this map. Other maps, it does give you European. So what I'm going to do in the new districts up north, I will set North American as the style. Everything else, for now, will stay default style. So that is what we're going to run for now down at Riverside Park, because that's already built. Same with Cooper Hill, same with Chester Park, same with Anchor Heights. But Strawberry Square, which I'm probably going to change to Strawberry Fields. Yeah. But for now, we're at Riverside Park. Let's go to policy. So, power usage, water use, and smoke detector. It's all we have for the moment. But eventually, you get a lot more recycling, public transport, recreational use, education boost. Probably don't want for that for our industrial area and the little community I'll have outside of it. Parks and Rec I do like. Smoking ban I barely have put on. Recycling is handy. But what we're going to do is taxation. No, this is where we can put the heavy traffic ban on. We can't do that just yet. But it's good to set your districts out like that. You can encourage biking, so people take the bikeways. You might have to install bike footpaths. I don't think they take the pedestrian footpaths, but they will ride along the side of the road if they have good enough connection. Bike ban on sidewalks. I don't see why you'd do that. Yeah, but lots of options. Lots of options. Industry 4.0. So all industry workplaces are for well and high educated citizens. So if you do want to have that industry boost on and fill up your factories, it reduces the workplaces by 30%. So they don't need as many people, but production output increased by 50%. So if you're educating your citizens and they're having trouble finding places to work, that might be one to look at. This is another cool one for once we build the stadium. So we'll get into that later. For now, what I wanted to do was go to this one up here, Strawberry Square. We're going to rename that to Strawberry Fields. Done. And building style will be North American. Now this is going to be cool because I haven't seen the North American building style yet, I don't think. And there's nothing in there that will get demolished. Let's just make sure of that. Are we painting? No, we're inspecting. Now we're painting. Now we're painting. There we go. Just making sure. Because, yeah, that would be nasty. Roundabout we'll leave as normal. But for now, we have 4 districts. Now, let's go and set our city policies. So, on the right-hand side, so as I said, if you use the thumbstick, you'll go straight to them. If you use the thumbstick, you can select your policies individually by scrolling around. Not policies, your selections. I just throw smoke detector on straight away. Policies cost you money. But smoke detector, that helps your fire department, and fires are killer in this game. Crime you can deal with. Fires, a lot more harsh. Power usage, water usage, we're not worried about that at the moment, and that's all we've got to play with so far. We don't have the leisure upgraded yet, but we do have some unique buildings. We don't have the money to place a lot of them, because they are expensive as hell. Yeah. And that one there, what can we place? Statue of shopping. So if you press R3, as you can see on the right hand side, R3. Statue of shopping. Shopping is a wonderful thing. The statue of shopping is a constant reminder of the bliss that it is to purchase something. Requirement for building the Hadron Collider. Now I don't know if I'm going to build the Hadron Collider, but it does provide a nice little entertainment boost. Sure, it does create a little bit of noise pollution, use up some water and electricity, but it's a true tourist attraction essentially. So that might be something that I put in. I've only got 10,000 in the bank now, and it costs 10,000. So we might wait a little bit, but we might make that the feature of the Cooper Hills shopping district right in here. As I said, I like my one-way street, so we could turn this little square or rectangle, oblong, whatever it's going to be, rhombus. What do we got? But yeah, if it's going to be a rhombus, we could make it a one-way rhombus coming in and out, so the traffic flows nicely. And in the very center, how's that? That'll fit very nicely. So I reckon that's exactly what we're going to do with that one. I know we didn't zone out any more commercial in here, did we? So we might just chuck, let's see, and we're going to put, the industrial did come in. So let's just go back to our handy fill tool. We'll go one there. I can go you and you, I'm pretty sure, because it'll still fit in that middle section. I can go you and a tiny one and a tiny one. And I don't know if single blocks actually build, but we'll see what happens with you. And then there should be some room around it for footpaths, trees, maybe another couple of features on either side of it just to add it to the area. But that might be a nice little feature to Cooper Hills. So, yeah. We'll see how this goes. Alright, so we're still running on double speed. Things should happen quite quickly. So yeah, as you can see, things are already starting to build and boom. So yeah, we are coming along quite nicely. We've been going for quite a while. I'm not sure if we'll get to our next milestone, but I feel like we've done a lot. We didn't finish, actually, coming up to Strawberry Fields, because I wanted to get this on the way. So, look, I might leave that for next episode. We've got the zones mapped out. Everything's on the build. Things seem to be happening quite nicely. So yeah, what we'll do is we might wrap this episode up here, and the next episode we'll come up and we'll expand Anchor Heights a bit up along the waterfront and build Strawberry Fields, because this is going to need its own little forestry community. And yeah, as I said, I only put this one little road in. Haven't even upgraded it to a two-way road yet. And this one going up, we're probably going to branch off. As I said, let's go back to info views. So yeah, this is a big patch right here. We've covered that patch there nicely. So all on the inside of that is going to be forestry. So I might as well bring, I'll bring a road in from here. And I'll bring another one in from the very top, I think. Yeah, let's do it right now. And this will probably wrap up our episode. I'm going to curve them. Gradual, nice, neat. You know I like it. And this one will come from about there and will come down to there. As you can see, the dark area is going to be the most fertile. And we'll go to that one there. So it's like a backwards F for strawberry fields. Strange, but it works. And we're going to leave it a bit open. I might... Oh, should I? Should I come up? Destroy the F? Look, that might be something I look at for the next episode. But for now, I'm going to thank you guys for joining me, because this has been a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying building this city with you guys. And yeah, as I said, once these ones are uploaded, I can look at your comments and I can see what ideas you have for the cities. Hell, even freaking take a screenshot, draw on it, show me what you think this area should look like down here. Give me an idea for a big residential district up here. I want some high density stuff, so you know you can get your colors out, your dark greens, your dark blues, your light blues for a office square. But yeah, give me some ideas. Show me what you got, if you're that way inclined. But otherwise, if you just want to sit back and enjoy the show, I am more than happy for you guys to do that. But for now, this has been Happy Space Pie on City Skylines on the PS4. Thank you very much. Take care of yourselves. I'm over and out for now. I'll see you on the next episode.